Come to my last project for this particular course. This course has given me the ability to program and set up virtual machines and then data center in the cloud. So for this course, for my final project, I'll be going through the rubrics for this final project. I'm required to review to quickly create a virtual machine so that runs Windows Server 25 data center, and also create a domain controller for it, and then domain should be and can be exisuccess.com. As you create EUs OUs to structure how the users and domain should look like, and also the users and the domain administrator. So I'm required to give rights and roles for each of the users, and I should create 5 users for student advisors, 1 manager, and 1 domain controller administrator. Also create folders and file with the following permissions, and also apply access right to them. Most importantly, create group policies for each of the so that in the domain, so that there will be a well managed way of assigning roles and permission and what each user can do, and things can be displayed in their computers or their user profile. I'm required to enforce strict group policy to ensure that the browser homepage leads to this, and then a strong password policy with a minimum of 12 characters. So that's it for this video. We'll be talking about the creation of the server. Actually, I've already created the server. I named it Enzyme Student, and it's currently running the operating system Windows Server 2025. Yeah, Windows Server 2025 Enzyme Base 2024. So English 2024. So I have already created it. The next thing is to connect to it using RDP. I've connected to it prior to this time, so I'll just quickly use the connection file to connect to it. Credentials already saved to my desktop, and so I have remotely connected to the server here, and as you can see, in the server I've already uh, I've already made it a Windows server, and then installed Active Directory and change it to a domain controller. You will see in a minute. Yes, in a minute. Okay, so you can see the name Enzyme Success Center, and the domain is called enzymesuccess.com, and then the Active Directory is already installed. The DNS is already installed for it. So the next thing is to go to the Active Directory users and computers. So as you can see, I have created the OUs, organizational unit administrators, also created advisors, also created the managers organization unit, and and in the managers and administrators and advisors. In advisors organization units, you can see I have the number of users in it. I have 5 users in it, 5 users in the organization unit of advisors, and each of the users have their profile, account, and settings for each of them to log in. Also in the managers, I have 1 user as stated in the assignment, and administrator will have 1 user. So this organization unit helps to manage the users and resources in a domain using Active Directory. The next place to go now is to look at the group policy management. Remember that the the users the users each user have different policies that will be applied to them, and some policies are applied to all users. So as you can see, these are the policies. We have the admin local policy for the local administrator. We have the policy for password standard, and then policy for desktop, and the policy for the desktop and web page standard. So this policy will be applied to all users. You can see for the staff desktop standardization, you can see that the policy is enabled for the users. So all users will have this for a similar wallpaper in their desktop, and also have password security policies, and also their homepage will have a particular image for all the users, and that's for the staff desktop standardization policy. And then for the password, you can see that the policy states that there will be account policy for password. The password must have complete complexity, and the characters must be 12 in length. So it is currently enabled, and you can see that it's enabled. The local time is 12 minutes and others. So we also have the local administrator policy. So for the local administrator, we give it the right to be able to manage users and computers for this local administrator. That's the policy in this admin local policy. So that's it for the admin local policy. And then the next thing we are going to be doing is to see how they are linked up together. To see how they are linked up together. You see here that the admin local policies is linked to the admin, and then the password policy and the standard desktop policy is linked to the administrator. So for all the OUs, the standard policy, password, and desktop is in them, but for the admin, there is only for the admin policy is only meant for the local admin. So we have to go back to Active Directories and users again, so that you can see the security group that was created. We created a security group for administrators, created a security group for advising security group, and for the administrator we have one user in it. As currently stated, that group will one group. Then the advising, we have 5 users in the advising security group, and for the managers we have one user in the security group. So and that's it for the Active Directory part. Right now we'll now go to the creation of the folders and their permissions and security, that's security permissions and rights. So for the folder, we have the admin reports folder, and it can only be accessed by the administrator. The administrator have full right read for it on it according to the requirements. And also we have the advising documents. The manager have read write privilege, and the administrator also have read write privilege. The manager security group also have read write privilege. Then for each of the test files in each of the folders, for the final admin report, we have the manager have read write, and then the local administrator have full access to it. So for the advisors document, we have all advisors having read write to it, and the manager have read write to it. So which tells you that for the other admin, advisor does not have anything to do in the admin report. So click OK, and that's it for the requirements. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I hope you can see that we are all correct.